Welcome to the heart of Ogbete, where leather materials are being sold and where you can get all your shoe products or shoe materials or bag making materials. Coming into Enugu, I toured Enugu looking for a law firm that would pay me well. I suffered severe back pain because the bags I was carrying wasn't suitable enough. I was more like a mobile law firm. So my laptop was in there, my books and everything. So by the time I go home, after searching for a place to start practice, I was frustrated. So that was when I said, this bag, I can actually make it.
Although SMEs make up 96% of businesses in Nigeria, contributing nearly half of GDP and employing 84% of the workforce, nearly 80% of them do not survive past their first 5 years, owing to economic shocks, unstable infrastructure, and lack of support. Here's how some entrepreneurs are beating the odds and how the Bank of Industry is fighting on the front lines beside them.
Welcome to the UI Impact. This is where Nigeria's entrepreneurial stories come to life. Stories of resilience, of innovation, of bold transformation. Today, we explore impact, real impact, as we celebrate our history of continuous support for enterprise in Nigeria. We look particularly at the bank's recent interventions helping nano and small businesses achieve their full potential. In this edition, there is a BOI Impact special introduction to the bank's new Rural Area Program on Investment and Development, RAPID, and the appreciable growth it is recording in Nigeria's hinterland. Also catch the news about the bank's recent activities and stakeholder engagement to strengthen Nigeria's manufacturing profile. Finally, we'll take you behind the scenes for a feel of exactly what it is like to set up a new state branch office of the Bank of Industry and what it means for local and zonal enterprise in Nigeria. I'm Sena Miyamoto. This is BOI Impact.
In the heart of Enugu, a young woman weaves dreams from leather. But it's never easy piloting a startup in crowded markets with old, entrenched ways of doing things. And in times of tough economic reform, many are finding a way to build stronger and better.
When you come to Ogbete market, you should be very careful because there are certain people I regard as the king of the road, and those are the guys with the wheelbarrows. So when they say puza, it means clear road. Here, people make their shoes, those shoes that you think are made in Italy. We are helping to advertise your brand, so beautiful.
I know some shoemakers that if they produce shoe like this, they will deliver it to maybe South Africa or London or US.
So at home, I was ripping bags apart and then coupling them. I can actually do this. And so I got one machine producing from home. And then when the lockdown was over, when I come out with my bag, people say, oh, I like your bag. Where did you buy it from? I made it. Oh, make for me. So make for me, make for me, make for me. That's how it started. And I thought it wise to register the business in 2021. So production started from my home. I didn't have the resources to get all of this. And that was when a neighbor of mine showed me an application. That was how I applied for this program.
I told her, just apply. You never know, just apply. I actually forced her to go and do that because she's stubborn. She thought she was not going to get it. Don't mind her. But
Every move in their businesses is a story of grit. Despite volatility, rising input costs, and shaky demand, they have kept their focus and vision. And with the right kind of support, they have not just survived, they've grown.
The training held my hand, so helping me grow this business perfectly, better than what it used to be. And BOI came to salvage my life by providing me with this equipment. And so I got this space last year, June, July. Initially, I had just one industrial machine, and I knew that I needed to produce more. So the loan enabled me get additional 2 extra flatbed machines and a skiving machine and another post-bed machine. So that was about 4 extra machines and other equipment. So putting this place or setting this place up, I needed other things beyond machines like chairs, tables, a work shelf and all of that. And that loan provided all of this for me. Even the fans we have here. Yes, so those were some of the things that alone, it helped this place look like a work studio.
This is the climate which Nigeria's new leadership and the Bank of Industry's administration have stepped into. Reform is never easy, but impact, well, that starts right here.
For us here, we look out for the customer. We tell them that you're going to use this bag till you're tired of it, exactly. That's how we produce our bags. I don't mind bringing some of them so you'd see the kind of investment we put into our stitches, into producing and making sure that we seal up all the edges. And it's that good that once you have an issue, even if you've run out of your warranty, you can still come back to us and tell us, oh, I had used this zip several times, it went bad, and then we can fix it for you again. These are a few of our pieces that we have concluded. Okay, so this is a handbag. Yep. Yeah. This is just a small lunch bag that has been lined with a thermal material so your food doesn't get cold. So the idea is for you to enjoy your bag, not necessarily use it for one term and discard. So you can trust made in Nigeria products.
So I loved when she started making bags. So I decided to talk to her, to join her.
I've learned a lot, and I know in the future, if I see somewhere where they use the machine, I can easily adapt and use it because I've had a lot of experiences here.
If she hadn't put this place into existence here, I wouldn't be able to have been able to work with her.
The story is true, as much for millions of other beneficiaries as it is for Ubok. Every effort is a battle and a victory.
Whatever you need in outside countries here, waiting for you to come down and do your work. We are buying this material from Enugu. Understand?
See it now. Nigeria people now, they do anything quality now.
When it comes to Africa and worldwide entirely, I would say that Nigerian produce the most quality handmade footwears, handbags and purse.
So I must say a big special thank you to BOI. Thank you, Bank of Industry, for helping this young lady start and grow this business without going through all the hassles of sourcing for financial support, and we are sure to make you proud.
Since assuming office, the managing director has steered BOI into truly uncharted terrain. And the numbers speak. Dozens of awards, over 2 billion euros raised in a single issue, the largest ever by a DFI in Africa. But more than that, lives are being transformed in millions. The Presidential Conditional Grant Scheme is investing 50 billion naira in nano enterprises across the country, stimulating our economy from the ground up. See what 50,000 naira can do in a business.
BOI, your shop and Kadebayo.
Presidential grant yìí, ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan ló sọ fún mi pé grant kan wà ń ta. Ó fún mi ní link, ó send link yẹn sí mi. Mo go through link yẹn, mo wá register ní April. Wọ́n gbà tó wá di May yìí, wọ́n wá fún message pé kí n lọ fún capturing. Lẹ́yìn tí mo lọ fún capturing náà, ọjọ́ kejì sọ́jọ́ kẹta, wọ́n á receive owó yẹn ní bank mi, ní Union Bank mi. Owó yẹn 50,000 ní owó yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ ní 50,000 yẹn, mo dẹ̀ wá change díẹ̀ mọ́, mo fi ra clipper mi. Owó clipper, mo ra clipper mẹ́ta. That would be 54,000 naira.
Gaskiya na ji wannan labari ne ta gefen yan uwana wanda muke sana'a keke napep tare da su. Su suka bani wannan labari. Gaskiya a wannan lokacin da na yi registration din nan baya da waya, komi sauki gare shi. Lallai gaskiya presidential grant ɗin ya min amfani ko ta gefen hanyar keke napep ɗina saboda na yi gyara kuma na canza tayoyuka na, domin suna bani matsala. To gaskiya yana ƙara min ƙarfin gwiwa wajen idan ina da ayyuka waɗanda zan yi game da keke napep ɗina na gyara sannan inganta keke napep ɗina ya zanto ina iya neman kuɗi da ita.
Apple my application ha online the grant. So when we apply, submit data online. Mgbe for link Obi ngwakwa m no scam. At a point in Simba, let me summon courage. Nah, no harm in trial. So even can no man or obuhogo this scam. And the Kenyan message and see okay, ni ha bezio. I was so happy. Ha, Oziwega bata na account. Ngorecha no. Ndị mmadụ na-ajụcha m ajụjụ na-asị nkedu ihe mere ji weta 50,000 ngwachakwa ha mana so 50,000 a just ka ya ebuo were ụfọdụ add ya na my POS business weruzie nke fọrọ afọ kpọnyekwuo ngwaahịa na shop m dịka ego ahụ bara m uru ọfụma ego ahụ bara ezigbote uru.
My name is Elizabeth Steven. I'm also a student, and this is my side business. I help my mom out, and it's also a family business. I was very scared the first time I applied, but I was not aware that I would be one of the beneficiaries.
Grant has actually helped me a lot. I was able to get fabrics and to make more designs for myself, and I was able to make profit from it as well.
I got the 50,000 grant, so I used the money to buy cake mixer.
It really helped me, to boost my business, to solve 60% of the challenges I was already facing.
I was able to buy 2 other systems, a desktop, at the rate of 25,000 naira each.
The 50,000 naira has helped me a lot.
When I received the grant, I purchased some chargers.
Ina samun ci gaba wanda suke karkashi na ma al'umma da yawa wasu suna amfana da abin shi yasa abin yake bani sha'awa game da kasuwancin da nake yi.
Wannan tallafi ya tallafawa masu ƙananan ƙarfi sosai saboda idan da baka da jari yanzu ka samu kana yi idan har ka iya kasuwanci zaka iya juya shi ya dogara da kanka kuma kai ma har wani ya samu daga jikinka.
Akwai kamar su drip da su allura su omeprazole su paracetamol haka wanda da ba na kawo sakamakon da na samu ƙari ke na kawo.
Duk wanda ya raina abu to in ba wani Allah bane ya rufa masa asiri ba shi ba ci gaba saboda haka muna dan jan hankalinsu kar su raina abu ko mun kankanci kuɗi an samu ya jarraba juyawa.
July has kicked off with high activity for the Bank of Industry and its stakeholders, tracking results, assessing impact, and deepening ties with enterprise across Nigeria.
The facility you're sitting in is a 36,000 tons per annum aluminum factory. And then you have almost 8,100 tons of copper, being produced here annually. The fund has actually helped in making this a reality because we're able to access cheap money and also get a project, delivered on time.
It began with a multi-agency assessment of projects funded under the federal government's Manufacturing Sector Fund. First stop, Neveah Limited, a green copper recycling plant involved in the smelting and export of metal products for 100% export.
The FGN Manufacturing Fund, was accessed via the Bank of Industry. That's creating almost 500 jobs here at this factory.
Next, Nexus for Life Limited. They're a leading paper company who accessed a large enterprise loan to branch into the production of exercise books.
So we recently took a 1 billion loan from the federal government to expand our manufacturing capabilities in our exercise book segment. So what we do is we take exercise books, paper, raw material, and manufacture them. So that includes manufacturing of the entire sheets as well as the cover paper. But using the funds that we took from the federal government, we were able to expand our capabilities to cater to the market better and in a bigger way.
The visit took stakeholders to the offices and production floor of the company in Lagos, where industry was being driven in large part by women.
The gap our company is trying to close is to ensure that quality products are readily available in the market.
The assessment visits took the team also to Artemis Laboratories, a Nigerian concern producing and packaging quality pharmaceuticals using good manufacturing practice and making and sustaining jobs.
This is our first time of assessing the loan through Manufacturing Association of Nigeria via Bank of Industry. Yes, before the fund, the impact on the staff strength. Before the fund, our staff strength is 70. But after the fund, we have been able to shoot it to 200.
From nutraceuticals in Ikeja to chemicals off the expressway, one thing is clear. Nigerian manufacturing is alive, it's growing, and it is full of thriving enterprise, proving what is possible with the right support. For these entrepreneurs, the BOI difference isn't just financing, it's belief, it is partnership, and it is a path to scale. From Lagos, BOI Impact News Wrap.
Welcome back. Whether it's small businesses around the country or large manufacturing plants in industrial sectors, we see how BOI is driving growth. However, there's more. In this segment, we show you just how the BOI's newest high-impact product is transforming the rural business landscape and creating hope right where people are. And if you've wondered just what it takes to set up a facility that stokes industry across MSME and large-scale enterprises, we'll take you to the Confluent State afterwards for what most cameras missed when the Bank of Industry launched its newest state office in Lokoja a few weeks ago. Over 70% of Nigeria's land is rural, yet these vast areas account for less than a third of our economy. BOI's answer? Rapid. The small grants and loans transform overlooked communities into hubs of productivity. We caught up with the process owners at the bank to understand how Rapid works, who benefits from the intervention, and why we should all be excited about it.
Customarily, Bank of Industry finance enterprises within the central area of business. That means states and all of that. But in our financing, we also realize that there's a gap in the area of raw material development for the industry that you are financing. And most of these raw material are produced in the rural areas. And most of the producers of these raw materials don't have access to capital to expand. So Rapid was actually designed to assist finance industries that are in the rural areas that produce raw materials and semi-finished goods, mostly for the industries in the urban areas that do the finished goods completely.
You know, one of the ideology that people have before, that a woman has a limit in business, but with the help of Rapid, and then with their own trust in releasing funds for me, it has also encouraged me to make me to know that a woman can go far in business.
Because of access to finance and to infrastructure, most businesses, once they're able to find their footing in the rural area, quickly migrate to the urban area to avail themselves of the access that they could find there. But if you go to them in the rural area with what they are looking for in the urban area, definitely they're going to expand remaining in the rural area. So what Rapid has done also is to stem that tide. Either for you to be able to have access to banking facility and all of that, you have to come to the urban area. But Rapid bringing financing to you in the rural area, there's no need for you to come to the urban area also. It also enables you to expand, create jobs, and also develop your immediate environment.
And, you know, they tell us their challenges, you know, and there's always the difficulty with access to finance. How do they even go about it? Who do they talk to? There's always that conception that you need to know someone to get something, but with BOI, it's straightforward.
You know, many believe that you must have somebody in the system before you can get such grant. But believe me, I know nobody. I just saw it and I applied and I got it. But it wasn't easy. The process was like, you know, starting newly, first time of me collecting grants. You have to provide this, provide that, provide. It was stressful, but at the end, I'm happy now. I'm able to expand myself.
So it's really rewarding, especially when they're able to realize their dreams. You know, they have plans, but how to make it come to life? You know, where do they get the funds from? Who helps them? Who do they even get the items from? So it's really rewarding when you see that come to life.
Small towns and villages and the people who live in them feature prominently in the mandate of the Bank of Industry. And Rapid is just one of the ways that BOI ensures that the previously underserved can become levers of transformation in all 774 local governments of Nigeria. As of June 30, 2025, BOI has disbursed the sum of 2.7 billion naira to 419 enterprises that met the disbursement conditions and have started their rapid journey to growth and sustainability, where women constitute 28% and youths 42% of all approved loans.
BOI Impact was there way before all the fanfare to bring you this special inside scoop of the new team as they hit the ground running in Lokoja. What does it take to establish a home for enterprise where micro businesses and large industries alike can find support, structure, and scale? In Kogi State, the answer is taking shape. As the Bank of Industry opens its newest branch in Lokoja, we go behind the scenes to meet the pioneer manager, Ponchak Miri, and uncover the vision, preparation, and promise behind this bold move to serve Nigeria's next frontier of business.
We're here to provide both funding to existing startups and also to rehabilitate those ones that are now moribund. And Kogi presents us with a perfect opportunity. It will interest you to know that Kogi State is the only state in Nigeria that is bordered by 10 states. It has one of the largest deposits for limestone. So we're looking at how we can process those minerals now into beneficiation. It's not just taking mining, but also building companies here. We've done a great manner, strategies on what we're going to do, and those strategies include engagement with the Manufacturers Association, Nigeria, Kogi State Chapter, NASFIN, the organized private sector. So what we're going to do is an aggressive marketing. We need to take Kogi to the next level.
Kogi State has been asked. So we are here to make sure that we activate you. We ignite that passion that they have for other things, for business, and we know that it's going to happen. We are prepared for that.
This is BOI Impact, where we follow the energy of Nigeria's new economy and the people bold enough to forge it. To learn more about BOI's wide range of products and services, visit any of our offices nationwide or log on to www.boi.nj. Stay connected with us on our social media platforms for the latest updates, and for further inquiries, call 0700 call BOI. Now here's a thought. We can all play an important part in Nigeria's economic transformation when we choose Made in Nigeria goods. Support local businesses. Buy Nigerian. Thank you for watching, and remember, in every corner of this country, something bold is being built with BOI just in the shadows.